But that's also something that I think that is super powerful about Celsius. They already committed to basically flip the banking model and say we pay back 80% and keep 20. They said that from the beginning. Yeah. They're not going to change that.
I think they will change it at sometimes, but I think it's going to be 90 instead of 80.
Okay, so they give back 90% instead of...
I think that will be the next big thing. Maybe next year, maybe a year or more. But I think they will always go and try to fight the competition to do better, to actually move them in the right direction. So I think the next one...
Has he been hinting at that? Alex is very outspoken, right? Has he been...
No, he hasn't said that, but he has said that this will happen before we are putting it less.
Damn. Wow.
And I believe him. But it's also when you invest in and when you heavily invested in something, then you also have to know the details. You have to know the person behind it. You have to know the team and how they are doing, how they are working, and why they are doing it, and stuff like this. And of course, all the employees from Celsius, they are going to. When they're getting their tokens and their bonus and stuff like this, when prices are going up, they are being wealthy.
Check out.
But they also work for it for 3 years now. Some of them, some of them have been there from the beginning, where Celsius was nothing, where the Cell token was nothing, where no users, no community, no nothing. So of course they have to have a benefit of it at some point, but. I think that the most important is that the value you put into your business and how you're running your business. If you actually are good, you like to do good, and you're good, then you will have a really good business. And I think that's the most important. It's nice actually to see a product and a service and a company that actually is doing good.
Yeah. And one could argue that he's doing exactly what he did with Voice over IP, making it open source, creating a business around it, sure. He's probably arguably in the best position to actually create a company around a powerful technology like Voice over IP. It seems like he's doing the exact same thing with money now.
Yeah.
And the beauty of money also, which I think few people realize, is that it's literally just a number in a database. Whether that database is distributed in something like a blockchain or centralized in something like a bank, doesn't really matter. It's an entry in a database. Yeah. And if he can make, I don't know what he's making open source exactly with money over IP, but if he's doing something like that and people can build products on top of this, then he's not only changed the world through Voice over IP, but he will change, the world for centuries to come. He will disrupt the entire banking system and the whole financial system that everybody is sort of slaves to. He would have changed that forever. Yeah. Because the risk about Celsius, I think, and in general, any crypto project, is that legislators can very quickly, not quickly maybe, but they can, really hit these companies hard. And God knows what will happen to Celsius. Nobody knows, but the more they piss off the banking system, the more likely it is the legislators will come in and say, hey, maybe we should do something with these Celsius guys that will sort of diminish their traction.
Yeah, I believe you're right. And I also believe that now we have like the lending service and we have like the yield service. And that's two products that the bank also have.
Right.
And I think that the goal is actually to have every entire product line that banks has in Celsius.
Do you think they will do that?
Yeah.
That's the goal?
I think that's the goal, that they are taking one product at a time.
Nice.
And just doing good with it. And I think that's nice. That's why the flywheel is so tough at the moment, and the community are good and strong, and we see it. We see when the prices is going a little bit down, it's a huddle community. People are huddling, right, because they know that yes, maybe the price is going a little bit down, but the money is still working for you.
Yeah.
Every day, every hour, every second, every minute. Yeah. It's just working for you.
And paying you every week.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's one of that's one of the most important right now. One that's what I'm putting most energy into, even though I'm not part of the company. But I think it's interesting, and I think it's really and important that people know about it. Then they make their if they want to go in or not. I don't have to decide that for them. But if they have the knowledge and the information about it, then they can do something with it.
Yeah.
And I think the next thing that I actually use a lot of time on is doing. Yeah, I think I've done for the last 10 years. But now we actually have like systems. We have services that actually can do easy, fast, and cheap secure transaction with traditional fiat currency into crypto and out again.
Right.
Like companies like Coinify,
Right.
who is one of the leading companies in the space that working with these things. I think it's important that the innovative companies are looking to each other and actually working together on solving this problem, because sitting in your basement and invent something or make a good service, and in another house in another basement a guy sitting to doing the same, then we're not getting anywhere. Or it's going to take a longer time. So I think it's important to actually put them together, putting smart people together to make good. I think that's
Right.
that's a goal for you this year and maybe next year.